Colin Cowherd from The Herd with Colin Cowherd on who he thinks the Browns will take with their first pick in the first round.
Number 6, Cleveland Browns, Carnell Tate, played at Ohio State. Their receiving core's a mess. Shedeur Sanders and Shedeur Sanders capable of throwing the ball down the field, but Jerry Jeudy is inconsistent, drop issues, maturity issues. Carnell Tate kind of feels like a can't-miss guy to me. I mean, I don't think there's many can't-miss guys in the draft. I can't believe it, if not for Cleveland, somebody else. A lot of Buckeyes at the top. I think he walks in, Jerry Jeudy one side, Carnell Tate on the other. They had an atrocious. I mean, their leading receiver last year was a rookie tight end from Bowling Green, Carnell Tate to the Browns.
Quincy, I kind of like the idea. I'm not as concerned as some about the. I do kind of like the end of that, but again, I'm not concerned about the 4-5. He's not somebody that needs speed to get open. I like Tate.
Yeah, I do wonder if the Browns need somebody who can be more of a every down option at wide receiver. And what I mean by that is somebody that, like Carnell Tate, he's a home run hitter. That's what he did at Ohio State. Now, we don't know if he could do the every down stuff or do the like what you need to lean on from a number one wide receiver, the first down, move the chain stuff, just because he wasn't really asked to, because that's Jeremiah Smith's role at Ohio State. But that's the first thing, right, in your evaluation of Carnell Tate that you have to ask yourself is, what do you feel like he has that he wasn't able to show? If we're just going off the tape, that's where I have my concerns about Carnell, and that's where the 4-5 starts to pop up. I think he's still going to be able to be a home run hitter in the league. But, you know, the Browns need to be able to stay on the field consistently with the passing game, and they need somebody that they can just give a bunch of targets to, because, you know, as nasty as Colin Cowherd did my man Harold Fannin there, just called him a rookie out of Bowling Green. That was disrespectful. But there's a reason why Harold Fannin got so many targets last year, because he was the guy that you could rely on and say, hey, look, I could throw him the ball. He could do something with the ball. The Browns don't have anybody you could just get the ball to and just see if they can make a play with it. They've tried to do that with Jerry Jeudy. That's just not Jerry Judy's skill set. Isaiah Bond's never been that. So, you know, my worry is that Carnell Tate is also not demonstrated that he's been that. So I wonder if they want to go a different direction with like a Mekhi Lemon, who's done that in college, right? Jordan Tyson, who's done that in college. Maybe even a Casey Concepcion at the end of the first round, who's done that in college. Because I feel like that's more in line with what this room needs in order to take some pressure off the tight ends. But I like Carnell Tate as a prospect. And I do wonder, you know, there was like a corner that went, I think, to the Detroit Lions from Ohio State at the peak of like Ohio State being DBU. And it was like, oh, well, he just went that high because he went to Ohio State. And I wonder if like we're cashing in on the peak of this run that Ohio State has had, where it's just like great wide receiver after great wide receiver. And Carnell Tate's going to be the guy who benefits the most from it, because, you know, I do think there are some limitations there in his skill set that might not fit the best with Cleveland and what they're looking for right now. But good player. You know, I think there are a lot of places he can go. He could be successful.